In this video, we're going to look at the interior angle sum rules. So, what does that mean? Well, here's a little example of a problem. I want to find the value of x in the diagram below. I see I have a polygon. I see I have a bunch of different angle measures here, and x is up here. I need to figure out what it is. Now, it looks like it's a little bit obtuse, maybe not as big as this 141 degree angle, but I need to come up with a way to figure out exactly what that value is. And in order to do that, we're going to look at a few different things. The first thing is the interior angles of a triangle. And I'll go into the rule with a brief reason as to why it's the case, but there are full proofs for this out there. So I can say the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. And so how we get there? Two possibilities. If I have a triangle, any triangle, right, acute, obtuse, scalene, isosceles, equilateral, any one. If I tear off the three corners of this triangle, I'll call this corner A, corner B, corner C, and if I put them together with their sort of vertex all at the same point, what I'll end up getting is they will combine to make a straight angle. And as we know, straight angles are 180 degrees. Now, this is just one thing. You can actually cut out a triangle, tear off corners, see that it works. You could also go through this process. Again, these things are not necessary for the work, but understanding why. So if I have a triangle, and I'll call this A, B, C. If I were to rotate this triangle around that point, I could make a parallelogram with angle A over here, angle B right here, angle C right here. And if I were to rotate this around here, I would have a trapezoid with angle A right here, angle B right here, angle C right here, and I can see the same thing. A, B, and C, they combine to make a straight angle. So our rule here, just so we have this, is in any triangle, let me actually draw it a little bit cleaner. That was awfully bad. With angles measuring A, B, and C, A plus B plus C equals 180 degrees. Well, that's great for triangles. This isn't a triangle. So what do we do? Well, in a polygon, with n sides, the sum of the interior angles is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. And a brief reason for this. So let's consider a pentagon. Pentagon. I can turn this pentagon into 5 minus 2, this n minus 2, 3 triangles. I can do it in this way. I can go from one of my vertices through the interior to two other vertices. I see 3 triangles. I know that this triangle the angles add up to 180. For this triangle, the angles add up to 180, and for this triangle, the angles add up to 180 degrees. And so that means that I have 5 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times 180 is 540. And so I have a sum of 540 degrees inside my, my polygon. So let's start solving some problems. These are what you're actually going to be required to do. This is probably the simplest case. So in here, I see 3 angles, a 44-degree angle, a 46-degree angle, and an X angle. And I know that they add up to 180 degrees. So I'll do 44 degrees plus 46 degrees plus X equals 180 degrees. 44 plus 46, I know that is 90. I will subtract the 90 from both sides. And subtract 90 degrees from both sides. And I'll get that X must be equal to 180 minus 90 is 90 degrees. And there's my answer. If I want to find the sum of the interior angles in this polygon, all I need to do is this. First, I need to see that we have 4 sides, meaning n equals 4. The second thing I'll do is use the formula n minus 2 times 180 degrees. N minus 2, well, that's going to be 4 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 gives me 360. Let me type that in. Lovely. So I know that my interior angles add up to 360 degrees. And that's it for that. Now back to our original problem, combining it all together. So I need to find x in here. The first step is to find the sum of the angles. Well, I do that by counting up my sides. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, which means I will have 6 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180, 720 degrees. And then, after I have found out what they need to add up to, I set up and solve the equation. So I have x plus 141. I'm going to drop the degrees on here and bring it back in at the end, plus 108, plus 123, plus 136, plus 106. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles equals 720. Okay, let me get this somewhere I can see everything. So I want to do 141 plus 108 plus 123 plus 136 plus 106. I get 614. So x plus 614 equals 720. I will subtract 614 from both sides. And I will get 106 degrees. So x is 106 degrees. If you have any questions, there will be another video linked in the description showing me solving 6 example problems of these types. And there will be a link in the description to a worksheet that will allow you to get some practice on these types of problems.